that the recent COVID-19 pandemic has affected a lot in the society, including our economy in general, which has led to the closure of some businesses in Nigeria and also globally. Today on Street Voices, we are going to be asking the good people what they prefer. Would you rather pay cut of salaries or retrenchment of workers? My name is Marianne and you're watching Street Voices. Stick with us.
Yes, to me, I would prefer pay cuts.
Why that?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, because if you look at the things right now, you see that how will I put it, there is unemployment. And if I was asked to, like, due to this COVID-19 of a thing, and if they said the company should, like, retrench, that would be another problem entirely. So it's better they cut off the money out of it. So to me, I prefer the cut.
Okay, so you don't mind actually a reduction from a 50, you don't mind a 20% reduction from your salary?
Well, I don't mind, as far as they will still retain, the company will still retain me. So I don't mind.
That retrenchment is nowhere. There's no way there. If you entrench the civils, the workers, where do you want them to go? Where do you want them to start from? And how much is even their salary? The salary is not up to the tax of the challenge they are facing. This is school fees, this is the house rent, this is the other domestic things to buy. So retrenching them is not the solution to the problem on ground. Let's go back to farming. Don't retrench the workers. The little one they are earning, pay them as at when due. If it's 25,000 as minimum wage, if it's 18,000 as minimum wage, pay them as at when due. That is another case. When you pay them, they cut their coats according to their size. They manage the little salary they are earning. So far they have it as at when due. If it's 25th of the month, let them have it. Don't hold their salary. When they have that salary, they manage themselves. Now, another solution to the problem of our country is, let's go back to agriculture. That is where we started from. The economy, the source of economic of our country started from agriculture. We need to go back to that source. Let's go back to agriculture. When we go back to agriculture, I believe things will get back to normal. That is number 2. Number 3, what is it called? Handwork. These vocational skills, the fashion designing, all this entrepreneurship, everything. When we go back to that too, we get back to normal condition in our country.
The salary is not even up to what we expect. It's not up to the demand of nowadays. Things are very, very cost. And if you say they should retrench, there are so many people outside that they don't have work. We have many graduates. Me too, I have graduates at home. They don't have jobs. So why would they retrench? Government should do something. They should do something to meet up, at least outside the country, even though there's no, they don't used to go work. They have some amount that they used to pay them to update, to meet up their needs. They should not retrench and they should not cut off the salary. Yes, the money is not up to anything evil.
Okay, ma, what would your advice be? What would you advise people looking for job or people who have been laid off based on COVID-19?
My advice is that our graduates of nowadays, they should try to learn something, even with the education they have. Like I have my children, they learn tailor, they learn how to tailoring. Like my daughter, she's on tailoring now. They should learn how to.
She's a graduate.
Yes, she's a graduate. They should learn how to do something. They should not depend on white-collar job. They should learn something. So in the future, if you have the opportunity for white-collar job, that's why you tender your certificate. But they should make sure that they have the certificate and join another thing with it.
Actually, I will prepare the pay cut.
Why, sir?
Because if you look at the Nigerian situation now, to get a job is not easy. Even there is no even job. So it's better for the formal payment to be reduced than be stretched. So I will prepare that.
Okay. How do you think the government can further help small businesses or large businesses in order to avoid cutting down on salaries and also laying people off? How would you advise the government to come into this situation?
Well, I would rather say I don't have much to advise government about, because they know the right thing to be done, and in which they have been trying to implement. Because if you look at the way they have been handling the Nigerian economy since the COVID-19 started, you see that the federal government had contributed a lot in one way or the other by forming different type of committee, forming different type of empowerment and skill acquisition. So I've witnessed about three or four in which I knew people that benefited from it, such as Empower, PTF, extra loan from to heal the less privileges, and many other things like that. Even presently, the Lagos state government, they introduced a vocational center in which people that are jobless and have nothing to do, and they are graduates, they can come in to apply, so to join the vocational center, such as engineering program, plumbing and fitting, different skill acquisition like that. So in which people have been coming in and applying, because they believe in staying at home is not the best for them. So it's better for them, instead of seeking collar job, they rather join the entrepreneurship, because this is the only way I believe we can meet up with the situation of the country.
Pay cut, of course.
Okay, why?
Where do you want them to go get a job? If you retrench people, of course, you are causing more problems to the society. So the pay cut is actually the best. Later on, when things improve, they can upgrade their salary.
Okay, what if in a situation whereby they don't eventually increase the salary?
At least with time, they will learn how to adjust. But it's better than not having a job.
Well, I wouldn't go for any, and I will tell you little reasons. One, we still have unemployment rate that is so high. So by retrenching, I believe it will bring more insecurity into the country. And secondly, simply because of the inflation that we are having, if we are talking about pay cut, is to still result into such thing as well. Because when you look at people, even 35,000 for single that is not yet married, you cannot spend 34,000 considering the rate of inflation, transportation increment, electricity increment, house increment, foodstuff increment. So tell me, how can someone be able to spend 35,000 or 30,000, not to now talk of reduce in salary? And at the second level, if you look at it critically too, you will see that retrenching will not solve the problem of our situation now in this country. So what I would just want the government to do is to look inward. When you are saying you want to reduce the salary of civil servants, what about the public office holder? I mean the governors, the senators, the rep. Look at the huge amount they are collecting. Why can't they say they want to reduce from that? Why is this civil servant that you are giving peanuts to, and the peanut is not even satisfied? They are not good to go with the peanut, and you still want to reduce. Why can't the government, the people in power, look inward and reduce their own salary? At least let them start with that. Let them reduce their own. When civil servants see that, or when the citizens see that, fine, they can say, well, all well and good, let's give it a chance. But the people that is hitting high, that is having huge salary, they are not ready to have a pay cut. So why are you now going for the peanuts?
According to Albert Einstein, in the middle of difficulty comes opportunity. To everyone who's had to lose their source of livelihood based on the COVID-19 pandemic, do not lose hope. The sun will shine again. My name remains Marianne. Thank you for watching Street Voices.